Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Show Me State, and more specifically, the I-55 Raceway in Pevely, Missouri, for round number 4 of the B-Main Bandits Winter Showdown Series, featuring the Mighty Midgets and the non-wing 410 Sprint Cars. So we have a little bit of a switch tonight, as we have a short car count of only 10 non-wing Sprint Cars here. The main focus will be on the 18 Mighty Midgets in attendance, and we're going to get straight into their heat race action. Here we go with heat number 1 for the Mighty Midgets. Austin Thornton starting on the front row with Jay Schaff, Joey Smith and Bruce Klingen on row number 2. Brandon Garman and Scott Thomason round out your 6-car field. Got 6 cars going for 8 laps here around the I-55 Speedway. Thornton wastes no time. As soon as the pace truck's off, he's underway. Thornton staying to the high side. Jay Schaff trying to get it digging on the bottom. Bruce Klingen staying right on the tail tank of Thornton for P2. Nearly 3 wide for the lead as we start working lap number 3. Thornton all the way up to the wall, just about makes contact with Schaff. Bruce Klingen trying to stay in the fight. As this 3 wide battle's been going on, Brandon Garman and Joey Smith also able to close the gap, about to have a 5-car race for the win. Still nearly 3 wide as we have the cross flags. 4 down, 4 laps to go. Thornton staying up on the high side, using the momentum to his advantage. Contact between Klingen and Schaff might be the breathing room Thornton needs. Got him cleared by a car length. He makes contact with the outside wall, and Bruce Klingen going to challenge for the lead. A little bit of contact with the outside wall once again. Klingen's going to have the lead as the white flag flies one more time around. Schaff and Thornton going to battle it out. But off of turn number 4, checkered flag's going to fly for the driver out of Troy, Indiana. The 21 of Bruce Klingen wins heat race 1. Heat race number 2 out on the speedway for the Midgets. Starting on the pole this time is going to be Ryan Colvey. To his outside, going to be Mike Henry Jr. Row number 2 is going to see Jackson McLean and Andrew Thornton. And on the third and final row, going to be the Chili Dog, Wade Fields and Cody Parmley. Rounds out your 6-car field. 6 more cars, 8 more laps. Here in heat race number 2. Coffee fires real early. Henry's sleeping. That's going to shuffle up the start big time. Flagman's going to let it fly, so we are underway. Coffee's got a big lead. Jackson McLean really hauling the mail on the high side's got something to say about it. Give iRacing timing and scoring here a couple laps to right itself. We are not at 5 to go just yet. Wade Fields working his way through the middle as our timing and scoring fixes itself. McLean's going to fire the slider for the lead across the nose of Coffey. Side by side for the lead. So we now have 5 laps to go. McLean's going to turn back under. He's got the lead down the back straightaway to turn number 3. Short slider to keep Coffey behind him, but Fields is working the low side. 4 laps down, 4 laps to go this time. Coffey's going to fire the slider for the lead. He's got it. McLean goes to cross him over into turn number 1. Short slider. Coffey turns it down, almost gets into Wade Fields. Coffey and McLean duking it out, but here comes Cody Parmley. 2 more times around. Parmley goes 3 for 1 in the corner. Now McLean's going to go 2 for 1 as an answer back. Fields is still right there in it. White flag is out 1 more time around. 3 wide as Pevely goes 2 for 1 once again. McLean down to the inside. Going to try to keep it digging off the bottom. Contact between McLean and Pevely, but Jackson McLean is going to win heat race number 2. Here we go with our third and final heat race for the midgets. Ryan Paget and Tebow Brandon on the front row. Jake Hess and Noah Bowman in row number 2. Dylan Patterson and Ron Quincell round out your 6-car field. One more time, 6 cars, 8 laps to set their starting position for tonight's A main. Green flag's out and we are underway. Immediately, it's already a 5-car race to the front. Ryan Paget rolling through the middle of the speedway. Tebow Brandon up on the high side. Noah Bowman catfishing. Nearly 3 wide for the lead here on lap number 2. Bowman's got the lead for the moment, but Brandon carrying a ton of speed right there with him. Bowman sets up for the slider line. Brandon stays up high. Ryan Paget works it around the low side, stays right with him. Patterson and Hess are right there ready to strike as well. This time by to the stripe. 4 laps down, 4 laps to go. Paget and Patterson wheel to wheel for the 3rd spot. Real close quarters racing there. Brandon trying something, anything to try to catch Noah Bowman. Popsicle sticks in the air 2 more times around. Contact between Patterson and Paget. Both drivers able to keep it clean and green. That's going to give Jake Hess P3. As the white flag is out, 1 more time around for Noah Bowman. Does Tebow have anything for him? Big run off the high side. Thought about the slider, going to catfish it around the bottom, and Noah Bowman is going to take home heat race number 3. Well, folks, that's going to conclude heat race action for the Mighty Midgets. Next up is going to be the non-wing 410 Sprint Car A main event. It is a feature time for the non-wing 410 sprint cars. A short field of only 10 cars on tap tonight. Starting on the pole is going to be Wreckin' Ryan Paget with Joey Smith to his outside. Row number 2, you're going to find Jay Schaff and Austin Thornton. Row number 3, you're going to find Mike, Henry Jr., and Dylan Patterson. Andrew Thornton and Tebow Brandon in row number 4. And row number 5 will be Ryan Covey and the Wonder Boy, Jackson McLean. 10 cars set to do battle for 30 laps here around the I-55 Speedway. Paget's going to lead the field in. Gets a great start. Smith sleeping on the outside, and we're underway. Paget up to the high side. Right around the wall, all the way around the speedway. Has a bit of a misstep. Gets collected by just about everybody. And the yellow is out. Caution coming out for the 98er, Ryan Paget. Just slips the grip big time getting into turn 1 and 2. Schaff is able to avoid him. Joey Smith was not, neither was Austin Thornton. or Tebow Brandon. Hate to see it for Smith. He had such a strong showing last week at Eldora. Coming back to green, Jay Schaff, Andrew Thornton, and Austin Thornton, your top three. Timing scoring not quite up to date yet. Green flag back in the air. We're underway. Schaff with a great start around the high side. Andrew Thornton looking low. Going to try to close the gap on him early. Sticking down to the low side as we saw the yellow lights come on once again. Caution coming out for the 81 of Jackson McLean. Mike Henry gets tight. McLean gets in the tail tank. Paget with a full head of steam. Nowhere to really go. McLean upside down. Another rough race for him this season. Well, let's try it again. Schaff and the Thornton brothers, your top three. Mike Henry Jr. in fourth. Dylan Patterson rounds out the top five. Schaff fires and we're back underway. Schaff with the slider line this time. Thornton's going to stay down low. The other Thornton trying to roll around the high side. Three wide, a little further back in the pack. Ryan Paget trying to make a big move back to the front. Covey gets into him. Paget keeps the car rolling, but no, the yellow flag does not fly. We're still green. Back out front, Jay Schaff bouncing it off the fence on the high side. Andrew Thornton still trying to work low. Dylan Patterson backs up across the racetrack, almost collects Austin Thornton. Austin out here searching, trying to find a way forward. Patterson and Tebow Brandon battling it out for the fourth position. Dylan Patterson rolling around the low side of the speedway. Contact with the right rear. Tebow Brandon's up in the wall. Looks like he's going to set it down and keep it going. And we are going to stay green. Back out front, Jay Schaff. Holding his own with the slider line. 10 laps down, 20 laps to go. Andrew Thornton trying to work it around the low side and gain some ground on him. No real challenge to Schaff. Also no challenge from behind as Austin Thornton and Dylan Patterson are battling it out for the third and final podium spot. Pretty well strung out here at this point. A little further back in the pack, Ryan Covey and Joey Smith battling it out for the fifth spot. And Mike Henry Jr. trying to get the hang of these high horsepower open wheel machines once again on these slick tracks. Smith and Covey got a good battle going for fifth. Right now, Joey Smith has the spot. Rolling around the high side. Back out front, Jay Schaff's going to see the cross flags. 15 down, 15 laps to go. Andrew Thornton still trying to work the low side as it's starting to burn away. Dylan Patterson has cleared Austin Thornton for the third and final spot on the podium. And Smith starting to drive away from Covey. Now it could get interesting as Jay Schaff is starting to see the back of the field. Couple more laps, he will be racing side by side with Covey and maybe Smith. Thornton still trying to run the car down low, trying to find some semblance of grip. Sends it up to the high side, this time off turn number 4, to try to get a run down the straightaway, back to the bottom of 1 and 2. Patterson also searching. I believe everybody on track is searching for the grip somewhere. This time by, Jay Schaff will have 9 laps to go. Currently working around the outside of Ryan Covey. Puts Covey a lap down. Sets the sights on Joey Smith. Take a ride on top of the cage with Jay Schaff here around the I-55 Speedway. As you can see, there's not much traction left anywhere on this racetrack. As he throws the big slider and clears Joey Smith, putting him a lap down. This time by Jay Schaff's going to see the handful. 5 laps to go. Andrew Thornton still holding on to P2. Patterson comfortably in P3. With Austin Thornton running in 4th. Joey Smith in 5th, 1 lap down. Ryan Covey in 6th. And that is all 6 of your cars still on track. 3 laps to go for Jay Schaff. As the yellow flag flies, we're going to bunch them up here at the end. Caution going to fly for the 121 of Ryan Covey. Looks like he gets the left front tire into the inside wall. Tries to take it down pit road and doesn't quite make it and draws the yellow. Coming back to green, have 2 to go. It's going to be a green, a white, checkered. Schaff, Thornton, Patterson, your top 3. Schaff with a great start. Thornton and Patterson battling for the low line. Coming around this time, white flag is out. 1 more lap to go. Does Thornton have anything for Schaff? Slips the grip out of turn number 2, side by side with Dylan Patterson. Jay Schaff's going to win. Andrew Thornton's going to bring it home in P2. Dylan Patterson and him make contact there at the end of the race. But your winner, representing Rip the Lip Motorsports, driver out of Mitchell, Indiana, the 3 of Jay Schaff. Andrew Thornton's going to bring it home in P2. Dylan Patterson's going to round out the podium. Well, ladies and gentlemen, definitely a quick affair tonight with the 410 sprint cars. Let's take a look at the A feature rundown. Jay Schaff is your winner. Andrew Thornton in P2. Dylan Patterson in P3. Austin Thornton and Joey Smith round out the top 5. Ryan Covey, Mike Henry Jr., Tebow Brannon, Ryan Paget, and Jackson McLean round out the short 10-car field. And that's just a taste of what's to come. Next up, the Mighty Midgets take on the track for another 30 laps after a quick rework. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Motor Madness here on the B-Main Bandits YouTube channel. We just had a quick track rework, and now it is showtime for the Mighty Midgets here at the I-55 Raceway in Pevely, Missouri. We got a stout field of 18 cars set to do battle for 30 laps here tonight, and let's meet your starting lineup. Starting shotgun on the field tonight in the 18th position. He comes to you out of the Sunshine State. That's going to be the 46 of Ron Quincell. To his inside, a longtime runner with the B-Main Bandits Racing League. He comes to you out of New Jersey, the number 92 of Mike Henry Jr. Got an all-Oklahoma row number 8 on the outside. Driver out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Aces Up Sim Sports, Scott Thomason Racing, number 6 of Scott Thomason. And to his inside, the Crow Racing, Scott Thomason Racing, Aces Up Sim Sports, number 98 of Reckon, Ryan Paget. And an all B-Main Bandits, row number 7 on the outside, the league owner, Driver out of Granbury, Texas, the AMT Racing Services B-Main Bandits, number 31 of Andrew Thornton. Starting to his inside out of LaPorte, Texas, the 5150 Racing B-Main Bandits, number 50 of Joey Smith. Starting outside of row number 6 tonight, the driver out of Decatur, Illinois, the 210, the Disappointment, Dylan Patterson. And starting to his inside, another guy with a cool nickname, driver out of Lawrenceburg, Indiana, representing Indy Race Parts Esports, the 71 of the Chili Dog, Wade Fields. Getting into your top 10 starters, representing SSR Elite, the driver out of Jacksonville, Illinois, that's the 018 of Sleepy, Brandon Garman. Starting to his inside is going to be the TRD number 5 of Jake Hess. Rolling off outside of row number 4, another representative of SSR Elite, the driver out of Troy, Indiana, the 21 of Bruce Klingon. To his inside, the winningest driver in B-Main Bandits history, over 52 wins to his total, the driver out of Paris, Tennessee, the Wonder Boy, Jackson McLean. And starting outside of row number 3, he was last season's National Tour points winner, driver out of Springfield, Illinois, representing Indy Race Parts Esports, the Bowmanator, Noah Bowman. Starting to his inside, former Indy Race Parts Esports teammate, now representing Rip the Lip Motorsports, the driver from Mitchell, Indiana, the 3 of Jay Schaff. Rolling off from the outside of the second row, the CMP number 016 of Cody Parmley. To his inside, the Vario.com number 49 of T-Bo Brannon. And to your front row, starting on the outside, driver comes to you out of Joplin, Missouri, the AMT Racing Services B-Main Bandits, number 69 of Austin Thornton. And your pole sitter tonight, representing Noah Bowman Racing and Indy Race Parts Esports, the 121 of Ryan Colvey. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 18 of the best on iRacing set to do battle for 30 laps around the I-55 Speedway. Sit down, strap in, and hold on tight as we take you on a 3-wide virtual thrill ride with the B-Main Bandits Midgets. Coffey and Thornton going to lead the field down, wasting no time. We're underway here at Pevely. Coffey up to the high side. Thornton tries to follow T-Bo Brannon, making it work. First corner up to P2, but Parmley's catfishing around a bottom 3 wide for the lead at the end of lap number 1. Still 3 wide through turns 1 and 2. Nearly 3 wide down the back straightaway. Cody Parmley's going to throw the slider. He's got the lead this time. Start to work lap number 3. Brannon throws the slider on Coffey. Here comes Jay Schaff trying to throw his hat in the ring as well. Yellow flag is out for first time tonight. Caution going to come out this time for the 50 of Joey Smith. Gets the right rear end of the wall. And a nice slow roll into turn number 3 draws the first yellow of the night. Lights are out on the pace truck coming back to green. Parmley, Coffey, Brannon, your top 3. Green flag's back in the air. Got 5 down, 25 laps to go. Great battle raging once again for second, third, and fourth. Coffey back up to P2 for the time being. Brannon trying to work it around the high side. Yellow flag is out once again, though. Caution's going to come out for Joey Smith coming out of the pit area, waiting on the field to go by. But exits out of the wrong spot, puts a cone out on the racetrack, draws a yellow flag. Getting ready to come back to green. Top 3 is unchanged. Now that all the kids in car seats are done telling Joey Smith that he is number 1. Parmley, Coffey, Brannon, Schaff, and Austin Thornton, your top 5. Coming back to green. Now legitimately with 5 laps down and 25 to go. Ryan Covey trying to keep pace with Cody Parmley. Jay Schaff still trying to keep it rotated and motivated around the bottom. Tebow Brandon moves up top, carries the momentum. Cuts off Schaff. Thought about the slider. Speaking of sliders, Noah Bowman throws one on Austin Thornton. Trying to make his way into the top 5. Cuts under down the straightaway. They're 3 wide ahead of him for second, third, and fourth. Great battle going on here at the front of the field. Bowman's in the wall, Thornton's in the wall. Bowman still dragging the wall there. Drop him back a couple of spots. Schaff still got it stuck to the bottom. Tebow Brandon moves up into the second position for the time being. Ryan Covey with a good run through the middle. Not enough momentum to throw the slider. Austin Thornton currently runs in the 4th position with Bruce Klingon right there with him. Topside starting to pass up Jay Schaff. Out front, Cody Parmley's got a 1.2 second advantage for the second place car, Tebow Brandon. Still battling 2 and 3 wide. A little further back in the pack, Noah Bowman. Trying to pick his charge back up. We got contact out of turn number 2. Yellow flag is out. Caution coming out for the 81 of Jackson McLean. Racing side by side with Andrew Thornton. Gets into the outside wall. Gets a piece of Brian Padgett and Wade Fields. Collects Joey Smith and Mike Henry Jr. as well. There we go. Coming back to green. Parmley, Brandon, Covey, your top 3. Green flag's back in the air. We have 17 laps to go. Parmley right back to the high side. Already got some breathing room. Tebow changing up the line and running around the bottom. Ryan Covey now under fire from Bruce Klingon and Austin Thornton. Barely able to split the difference there. As you look behind, they're 3, almost 4 wide. Cross flags are in the air. We're 15 down and 15 laps to go. Noah Bowman lines up a big slider from the parking lot. Leaves Austin Thornton the lane on the high side. Thornton powers back by on the high side. Contact with Noah Bowman and Jay Schaff. They gather it back up. We're going to stay green. Jake Hess jumps the right rear tire and goes for a ride. Yellow is out. This is going to be a fun onboard. Riding with Jake Hess as he jumps the right rear of Noah Bowman. Sky ground, sky ground, sky ground, sky ground, wall. And the medic's asking him how many fingers he's holding up. All right, let's do it again. Single file. Cody Parmley, Tebow Brandon, and Bruce Klingon. Now your top 3. Coming down, got 12 more times around. Brandon down to the inside, trying to find something. Down around that inside wall. Jay Schaff in the wall hard on the outside of turn number 2. Looks like he's going to keep it straight. We're going to stay green. Most of the field trying to utilize the momentum up on the high side. Brandon kind of runs a slider line. Closes the gap on Parmley. 10 laps to go this time. Bruce Klingon right to the tail tank of Brandon. Both drivers utilizing that slider line to try to catch Cody Parmley. Noah Bowman up to the 4th position. Looking for a spot on the podium. Parmley switches up lines this time. Your leader goes from up top to down around the inside. Brandon with the fast crossing slider line. See if Parmley can make something happen down low. Meanwhile, Brandon and Klingon staying glued to each other's bumpers, trying to close the gap. Going to switch it up this time. Klingon goes for the slider. Brandon stays up top as Noah Bowman Now closing in. Oh, Klingon, inside guardrail, yard sails the car up to the top side of the speedway. And the yellow is out. Going to take another look at this wild ride from Bruce Klingon. Looks like he's set up for the slider line. Left front tire found that inside guardrail. And he absolutely yard sails this car into the outside fence. And collects Austin Thornton in the process. Does anybody else get a piece of him? And the car conveniently tumbles down into pit road. Getting down to the nitty-gritty. Cody Parmley, Tebow Brandon, Noah Bowman, Wade Fields, and Ryan Covey, your top 5. We're going to have 5 laps to go when Parmley takes the green flag. Parmley down low. Wade Fields gets into the back of somebody, collects a bunch of cars. And the yellow is out. Caution coming out this time for Wade Fields. Looks like he's going to get in the back of Tebow Brandon. My guess is Wade thought that Brandon was going to throw the slider line like he had been doing. Wade parks in front of the field, gets a piece of Austin Thornton and Brandon Garman, as well as McLean, Schaff, and Mike Henry Jr. Scott Thomason also involved. Dylan Patterson piles in. And some way, somehow, our resident asphalt guy, Ron Quincell, squeaks by unscathed. Coming back to green, hopefully for the final time here. Be 4 to go at the line for Cody Parmley. Green flag's back out. We're back underway. Parmley sticks it down low. Noah Bowman sends it to the fence. Running the slider line. Trying to find some momentum. 3 more times around. Both Brandon and Parmley getting good runs off the bottom of the speedway. Popsicle sticks are in the air 2 more times around. A little further back. Andrew and Austin Thornton and Ryan Covey all battling for position. White flag is out 1 more time around. Cody Parmley's got it catfishing around the bottom. Noah Bowman not close enough to make anything happen. Neither is Tebow Brandon. Off of turn number 4, Cody Parmley is going to snag yet another checkered flag this season. Noah Bowman able to squeak by Tebow Brandon and bring it home in second. And Tebow with a strong finish in third. Ladies and gentlemen, what a fantastic night of racing out of both classes here at the I-55 Speedway. Take a look at your Midget A feature rundown. Cody Parmley is going to be your winner. Noah Bowman in P2. Tebow Brandon rounds out the podium. Austin Thornton and Ryan Covey round out the top 5. Andrew Thornton, Jay Schaff, Jackson McLean, Ron Quincell, and Scott Thomason round out the top 10. Mike Henry Jr., Dylan Patterson, Joey Smith, Wade Fields, Brandon Garman, Bruce Klingon, Jake Hess, and Ryan Paget round out this stellar 18-car field here at I-55 tonight. We want to thank you once again for watching Motor Madness here on the B-Main Bandits YouTube channel. Next time you see the B-Main Bandits Racing League, it will be Championship Week at the Kern County Raceway Park in Bakersfield, California. One more time this season will you see the Mighty Midgets and the non-wing 410 sprint cars take on the odd-shaped 3/8 mile at Kern County Raceway Park. Until then, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one.